On the last episode of the Event of Events, the 6 remaining contestants received one-on-one coaching from some of Regina's top event and marketing experts. Then, each contestant had an opportunity to refine their ideas and once again pitch to our panel of judges. However, only half the contestants will advance to the final round.
I think if we get eliminated, we are going to still perform. As the old motto goes, the show must go on. But we'll probably maybe take a vacation to Hawaii, really clear our thoughts.
If we are eliminated, what would happen is Aaron and I would still go forward with this event. We know that we have the capacity to do it, just probably not at the scale that we're looking at right now.
Well, for me, if I ended up checking out of the competition, I feel like this was such a great experience. I really enjoyed going through this process, and it really made me think a lot about our event. So it's a great incubation to see whether we can bring this event to life.
Well, guys, we love the idea of Queen City Improv, and the enthusiasm to bring the event to Regina is wonderful. We love the passion that you have for your art form.
All right, well, I think the same feedback you guys heard earlier from us is you need to think big about this. You got a cool product, as Chelsea said. You got to think a lot bigger. Would have liked to see you guys stronger on your business case, a little more work done on how to make this sustainable long-term business. This is a tough competition. There's a lot of really competent groups here. And unfortunately, guys, we're going to be checking you out.
We're so grateful for this opportunity and grateful to shake the host's hand because he is just so handsome.
I'm feeling pretty checked out right now. A lot of things going through my mind, just ideas, thoughts of how we could have done it better or what we could improve on, because we still want to make this thing happen. So yeah, just a lot of ideas, a lot of positive things have come from today, I think.
All right, Brent,
Yes.
From Regina Cadabra, certainly did a great job in your pitch today, but I've got some concerns. There's a few things that worry me a little bit. One is I think needs to be some more work done on your business plan. You know, fleshing this idea out a little bit further is something that I think you need to certainly raise your game a little bit. In addition to that, one of the challenges we see in your event is it might involve multiple locations around town, and there needs to be some effort into making it cohesive and making sure it all fits together.
Yeah.
Certainly lots of challenges ahead of you that way.
Okay.
You know, obviously I've never seen an event like this around the city before. You know, I think it has some potential for sure. But on behalf of the panel here, congratulations. We're going to check you into the final round.
Oh, really? Okay, great, thank you. There we go, I made it to the final.
You guys did an amazing job presenting today. We all love your idea and your concept. You know I'm a big fan of it. I think the event is going to appeal to families and people who have kids. I, for one, would bring my kids to your event. Great job today.
We struggle with the difficult to draw out-of-town visitors with this event, obviously. It's a high-risk event regarding the weather and budget. I'm sorry, on behalf of the panel right now, we're going to check you out.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Darn it.
All right, guys. Once again, great job here on your pitch today. Just a few concerns I have as you guys know, I've asked you some tough questions all along the way, and I think you guys have done a good job responding to them. But some of the things still on my mind are, I think we've got to find a way to attract more out-of-town people to this event. That's a big part of this contest. How do we drive more people here? And get some ideas on your marketing plan. I'm not sure that I totally understood those, but certainly more fleshing out of the marketing plan to maximize your effectiveness on it.
You guys have a lot of confidence. You came in, you had done your research. Overall, you have a great event. It's already very well established, and with the new and improved version, we believe that this is going to be a really big event. You're going to get a lot of people out there. We love the fact that you're promoting local. We really love your shop, dine, and stay philosophy. Overall, you did a great job, and because of that, we're checking you into the next round.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're checking in.
We're checking in.
Matt, we've been fans of the Best in Saskatchewan Festival since the beginning. It's a great idea. We love that you have narrowed the idea down and then added a 3-year growth plan. I think that's the greatest idea. My favorite thing is that you guys are proud to be from Saskatchewan. You have a genuine love of being from here and the products that are made in Saskatchewan. We think that's great.
Matt, we believe you need to take another look at your event to make it different than any other food and beverage event in this province. Sorry, at this time, we're going to check you out.
I thought we were going through to the next round, but you know, it's a tough competition. There's lots of good ideas out there, and we're just on the brink. We didn't quite make it, so still disappointed.
You're still not thinking big enough. This competition is looking for that event that's going to bring more people into the city and fill more hotel rooms. So you really need to think big. Like think big, bigger than JDC West.
We think that your presentation was so professional. We really trust you when you're talking. And it was very obvious that you listened to the feedback that you received from us during your first pitch and from the coaches during your coaching sessions. We really, really love your energy. You're so wonderful, and we think that you're probably going to be our bosses one day. So for that reason, we would like to say congratulations. We're checking you into the next round.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm waiting for Erin to say excited.
Yeah, we're very excited. This is so cool. Definitely thought that they were trying to just let us down nicely. Just their face expressions. Todd was specifically trying to keep a straight face just to throw us off, and it worked. So
he's like, I made sure not to smile for you guys.
Congratulations, Brent. You're one of our 3 finalists. How are you feeling about that?
Fantastic. It's it's a surprise, and at the same time, I'm just so happy to be in the finalists. So.
What do you do for a living? Like, I know are you an events coordinator? Is that what you?
No, I'm not a coordinator. I have a company, Events Edge Entertainment and Speakers Bureau, so I arrange entertainers and sports celebrities and motivational speakers for corporate events, conferences, fundraisers.
Your line of work's a little bit foreign to me, so how did you land there? I mean, most people grow up and they're going to be a teacher or a welder.
Yeah, I moved back to Saskatchewan. I was trying to decide, what do I want to do with my life? I have a U of S Bachelor's of Commerce degree with in marketing and finance, and what I wanted to do was to be either marketing in tourism or the entertainment industry. And when I moved back to Saskatoon, I ended up looking for a job in both those areas. And my guitar string had broken, and I went down to get a new guitar string at some shop, and there was a little ad on there, and it said, you know, someone looking for someone in the music industry to be an agent, entertainment agent in the music industry. And I thought, this sounds interesting.
So what does it mean to you to put on this event?
I wanted to do something different that wasn't being presented, and some events, there just seems to be a common event in every city, and they just, you know, if we bring it to Regina, it's just like the other ones. And when I looked at the whole idea of magic, like I say, I work with so many of the entertainers, and they're fantastic, and I thought, you know, this would be a great event to have, where we're doing something different than everybody else is.
Brent, everybody out there is watching this right now,
yeah,
and they say you have a terrible idea and it'll never work.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I would say, well, they're wrong. You know, I think entertainment is subjective, right? I mean, somebody might say, I don't like this or I don't like that, and that's okay. You know, not everybody's going to watch heavy metal or watch a magician or a comedian or whatever, so you can't please everybody anyway. Well, I'm confident, but I know that the competitors I'm up against, I'm sure they have some fantastic ideas as well too, so it'll be a tough competition from here forward with the remaining 2 or 3, and I can only hope for the best, but I'm sure I'm up for a solid competition.
How does it feel to be here?
It's pretty exciting. I think we're pretty excited, and as we had said before, we're slightly competitive, so I think we're moving along where we thought we'd be.
What made you guys decide to enter this event?
We already have an existing event, so any media publicity we get out of this clearly is just a win, and honestly, the thought-provoking conversations we've already had have been great. They've really got us going down a different path. We're thinking about things we didn't think about in the past. They were right there in our noses, so it's been invaluable, really.
Now that you've had time to think about the event and growing it, where would you like to see the event in 5 years?
I'm a pretty good dreamer in my business. I think Greg will always sort of be the pessimist and I'm the optimist. And I'm right now thinking about opening up the stadium next year with a 10,000 person event for Mustard Fest.
I want to take it a step back. I want to dial it back. I want to know how you conceived this idea. What made you come up with the Mustard Fest?
It actually started with a mission statement on our wall. You know, when you get into business, you're pretty energetic, and you think you can just kill everything, right? So we were so audacious to post on our wall, we're going to change the culinary landscape of Saskatchewan. We wrote that on the wall. I think we did that in a lot of ways, but sometimes, you know, you're not as good as you think you are. As you get a little bit more experience and you realize that some things you do put your foot in your mouth. But we came a long way from there. We thought that when we first started the idea of the Willow on Wascana in Saskatchewan, not that we weren't culinary expanding, but we weren't seem to focus on harvesting all the things that were local. So that's where the whole idea of first the Willow on Wascana came from. And then just to push that forward, it wasn't actually even our idea. It was our other business partner at the time. He kicked off the idea.
I thought it was the stupidest idea.
I thought it was awesome. And so the collaboration happened and away it went.
I think, you know, that mission statement for the Willow to change the culinary landscape, I guess if you dialed that back, we've never formally done this for Mustard Fest, but I think we changed the landscape of the industry in Regina and Saskatchewan, introducing more cooperation than perhaps there had been before. And I think that's, you know, Mustard Fest has done that, and we've taken that further with other projects and other issues in our industry in Regina and Saskatchewan.
So what's driving you, Darren?
What's driving me? I love what I do. I know a lot of people will get up every morning, they go to a job they don't like to do. I'm the one guy who actually figured out his job. I created it. I get to work with my best buddies, and I get to hang out with people, and I get to socialize a lot. I work a ridiculous set of hours, but I don't work a day. I love everything that I do mostly. I don't know if that winning this competition is my driver. I think winning at life is my driver, right? So I'm doing a lot of different projects. We're involved in a lot of different things, and the choice is to win, and it's to succeed.
Congratulations for making it to the finals. This is a really tough competition. What's it mean to you guys to be here?
It means a lot to be here. As students, like, this kind of opportunity is amazing, to be up against like people who are already so established in the business community. Like, it's a very surreal experience to be kind of put on the same level as them.
So every time we've met you, you've always like been so confident, so professional, so driven. Like, what drives you to do what it is that you're doing?
Oh goodness. I would just say it's our passion for, this event, the Student Society, what we do. We love being involved with our school. We love our school. We love our friends. So yeah, I think just the passion for our organization, and yeah.
This is what this whole thing's about. What's in it for you, Erin? What's in it for you?
I would like to be an event planner when I'm done school, and I think that I'm learning more through the Business Student Society than quite a few of my classes. I learn how to work with people. I learn organization. I learn time management. So many things like that I won't learn these types of things in a classroom. So I just think it's all a learning experience. It's meeting the people. It's getting to do what I really, really enjoy doing.
When you guys first entered the contest, did you guys think you had a chance?
Oh gosh, no, we really didn't. I heard about the contest, and then someone reached out to us and said like, hey, have you guys ever thought about this? And we were like, sure, like we might as well get a little bit of exposure. And here we are now. It's crazy.
It's been great to see your expression every time we've moved you on. It's like,
I'm sorry.
How much of your lives is wrapped up in school, BSS, and Hill Case competition?
Ooh. Oh gosh, well.
Most of it?
Yeah, I would say, like we always joke that we live and breathe the Business Student Society, because it's honestly 90% of what we do. It's all of our friends, that's who we hang out with. So when we're out on the weekends, it's them, so it's involved with them. Maybe sometimes we should pay a little bit more attention to school, but we are learning so much from this that like, we just have so much fun with it.
From peer to peer, because I think of you guys on the same equal that any one of us here are. There's nothing different from what you guys do to what we do, not a bit. Is that it doesn't matter any of us handing off our baby to someone is an emotional transition for anyone. And the events will, and they all will survive. The magic of being a great leader is preparing the people behind you to take your space.
You guys have worked hard at it. It's been impressive watching you guys.
Thank you.
I'm like really calm.
Yeah, she's like playing it real cool here.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
I'm
I'm
freaking
very
out.
excited.
Freaking out. I got a big hug right after. Like,
she'll in a couple minutes she'll be on my level.
it usually takes me a minute.
Yeah.
Or so I'll get there.
So, you've had a chance to sit down now with our 3 finalists. How did it all go?
It's going to be a tough one. They're all really good. They all know their stuff. Like, we've picked the 3 best.
Well, I think
But
it
it's-
begs the question, how the heck are the 4 of us going to figure out who the winner of this thing's going to be?
They handle themselves very well. Like you said, professionals, and I don't think they were as nervous sitting there as they were throwing their pitch at us.
Thought that having the heart-to-hearts would narrow it down, let us know a little bit more about everybody, but I have no clue.
Yeah, I just think it made us like them more.
You're right.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm a big judge of character, and that's how we obviously evaluate people in our business. And all of them as partnerships, the dichotomy, but in the Mustard Festival, guys, was really the true partnership and the love for what they do within the hill competition. It's great. Of course, what we saw from Brent with his passion to bring something new and unique, it's really hard to judge.
And it's hard when they're all so different. Like, we can't compare them to one another because they're all completely different scales, different industries, different people. It's a challenge. Does anyone have a favorite?
I've been flip-flopping right from the start, and it's really hard. Like you said, the Mustard Festival has a lot of appeal. So does the Regina Cadabra. I always go back to the fact that I'm a family person and I want to take my kids out to all of these events.
But that Hillcase group was so polished. I mean, who
You're
came
right.
out stronger out of
They're
the gate
powerhouse.
from the beginning? And I think we all acknowledge that we'll probably all be working for those 2 ladies someday, right?
I have a soft spot in my heart for entrepreneurs and young, strong women, even just going out there, not being afraid of anything. I see an alignment there one day.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help on this one.
We've heard pitches. We've had the personal touch. What's next?
I feel like we've been going in circles. I'm like, this is my favorite, and you say something, and then that. I don't know. I'm curious to know what the city wants, their community. What do they want?
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely torn between all 3 of them. I'm gonna need some help on this.
By definition, the whole idea of having a large-scale event is to involve a whole bunch of people. So,
in our business, social media sometimes is an outlet for us to try to stick handle through some of these tough decisions, and it's a good way to, get a general sense of what people are after. You see a place for that in this?
Throw it out on social media, poll the public.
People can vote for their favorite. It might just help us make a
I think
decision.
that would help us out a little bit.
the 4 of you will ultimately make the decision. If you did put it out to social media, how would that help you?
I mean, for me, we're in the ticket business, and it's a great way to measure what kind of appetite there is for ticket sales.
It helps me decide what the community is interested in. What do they want to support? What do they want to see succeed?
I think it would give us an upper hand here on, what way people are thinking and make our decisions a little bit easier.
At the end of the day, these events are going to be for the people in the community, right? So what other way to go about it than to gauge the people who would potentially be attending these events? So,
At the end of the day, it's our decision.
But I love the reassurance that we would get from just a general sense of
yeah.
what's popular.
I think this is a good idea.
You've heard the pitches, and the judges have selected their 3 finalists. Now it's your turn to help us decide. To cast your vote, find us on Twitter. Our handle is @StayInRegina. The event of events, where you dream it up, and we'll help you make it happen.